Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ben Jordan K6. Last time we were found out by one of the Knights of St. Anthony's goons who tried to kill us. But we outmaneuvered him, and now apparently Percy wants us to meet him here. So here we are. I bet he does. I wouldn't be able to pick up a girl at a bar. I wouldn't want a girl that goes out to get drunk. That's just not my thing. I want to touch the bartender. Can I touch the girl? No? Damn. Alright, alright. Sup, brah?
This is a very atmospheric place you've got here.
You won't find a better pub in all of London.
This is one of the reasons why I have the subtitles on. This guy is going to be kind of hard to understand.
Have you got some time to answer a couple of questions?
Talk is cheap. Alcohol isn't. What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about this place?
Coach and Horse has been here for as long as I can remember. In fact, my dad used to come here when I was a lad.
I'm sure you're doing him proud by working here.
He'd be plenty proud if he was still alive.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Of course he didn't, but 17 pints a day will do that to you. I'd like to think he helped keep this place in business.
A touching thought. I'd like a drink, please.
You came to the right place for it. What'll it be?
Let's see, what do you
Something
got?
to make me forget my problems.
Ah, I got just the thing for you. Here you are, laddie.
Oh, alright, well why not?
Hey, Seamus, pour me another one of those drinks you gave me.
One problem solver, coming right up. Here you
Kinda
are,
looks
laddie.
like vodka. I don't know. I know almost nothing about alcohol. Of course, you know, getting drunk in an adventure game never leads to bad things, so let's get another.
I'll take another problem solver if you don't mind.
You're really enjoying these, aren't you? Here you are,
Are you
laddie.
even 21, Mr. Jordan? Well, I guess he has his degree in college, so he's at least that old. Of course, the drinking age in England is a lot lower than here in the United States.
Hey. Hey,
Look
Seamus.
at you.
Aye.
Give me another one of those drinks.
Is that really a good idea? You seem a bit off your tits already.
I'm paying you, aren't I? Get it over.
Aye, can't argue with that logic. Here you are, laddie.
What?
Poor bastard. Had more problems than liquor could solve, it seems.
He didn't kill you, but you passed out like a girl. Ah. So we've learned a lesson here, kids. Of course, we did kind of have to get drunk and... Well, we didn't really have to get drunk in Ben Jordan 6. Getting drunk was actually the bad thing. We wanted to not get drunk, which was the good thing. Oh well. Okay, so let's not order a drink this time. Drinking's bad.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Seamus. As you can see, I'm the bartender. My job consists of serving drinks to customers, as well as lending an ear to your troubles. If you like, I can also provide entertainment in the form of jokes.
Ooh, nice.
I'll keep that in mind.
Let's go with the jokes.
Hey, Seamus, how about a joke?
Certainly. This one was one of my mom's favourites. 3 men are sitting at a bar. The first says, "Aye, this is a nice bar, but where I come from, there's a better one. At McDougal's, you buy a drink, you buy another drink, and McDougal himself will buy you the third drink." The second then starts, "That sounds like a nice bar, but where I come from, there's a better one called Quinn's. At Quinn's, you can buy a drink, Quinn buys you a drink. You buy another drink, Quinn buys you another drink." Then the third pipes up, "You think that's good? Where I come from, there's a place called Murphy's. At Murphy's, they buy you your first drink, they buy you your second drink, and they buy you your third drink, and then they take you in the back and get you laid." "Well," say the other two, "that sounds fantastic. Did that actually happen to you?" "No," replies their friend, "but it happened to my sister."
Yeah, if it weren't for the subtitles, I wouldn't be able to understand much of that.
Hey, Seamus, how about a joke?
Certainly. My good friend Simon enjoyed telling this one before he packed up and moved to America.
Oh,
A
Simon.
woman gets on the bus with her baby, and she pays for a ticket. The bus driver says, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." The woman sits down fuming. She says to the man next to her, "The driver just insulted me." The man says, "Shouldn't take that. You should tell him off." "Go ahead. I'll hold your monkey."
That's a good one. Another one.
Hey, Seamus, how about a joke?
Certainly. This one was one of my mom's favorites. A man is speeding down a narrow mountain road when a woman comes hurtling around the corner. He swerves to avoid her, but as she passes, she leans out the window and screams, "Pig!" Shocked, the man turns and yells back, "Bitch!" as he reaches the bend and crashes into a pig.
Hey, Seamus, how about a...
Certainly. This one's an oldie but a goodie. A friend is someone you can call to help you move. A best friend is someone you can call to help you move a body.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Hey, Seamus.
Certainly. This one, a friend is someone you can call to...
Oh, come on. We've already
Hey,
heard that
Seamus.
one.
Certainly. This one, a man speeding down, he's shocked.
Any others?
Hey, Seamus.
Sir, this one's a friend is someone you...
Oh, one more
Hey,
try.
Seamus.
Sir, my good friend Simon enjoyed telling us 3 minutes sitting at a bar. The second I quit, and the third, American boss said no.
That's enough of that.
See you later.
Take care, laddie.
I thought there were more jokes than that, but oh well. What's this? Let's see what's back here. We need to find Percy. He might. I guess he's staying in this room here. Kickstand, let's go. Yeah, you're right. I want to go to France. Well, let's go say hi. What? Well, shoot. Okay. Let's, maybe ask Mr. Bartender if he knows anything.
Have you got some time to answer?
Talks. What do you want?
What can you tell me about that room upstairs?
Ah, yes. It's not much, but we rented that room out. I'm afraid you're out of luck if you need a place to stay, though. The room was empty until just this morning, when someone hired it for the week.
Hey, we know that person.
Rats. Who rented the room?
Funny that. I'm not sure. It's a man. That much I know. He rang us and reserved the room this morning. Even though I've been here all day, I can't recall anyone showing up to take the key. But then, there are large portions of today I can't remember, so I'm not too much concerned.
How do you know anyone is up there?
Because it keeps placing food orders.
And you haven't seen him when he comes down to order food?
That's the thing. He's been using the dumbwaiter. He sends down a note with his order, but at the bottom it always says expecting guests. Waits until arrival. So I haven't made any of his 3 orders yet.
We get points for that. So, that must be a clue. Let's ask about those.
What has your upstairs guest ordered?
Let me see. His first order was for pheasant, with a side of quiche and a juice to drink. Next, he asked for pie, with roast quail and jellies for dessert. Finally, he ordered prawns, quesadilla, and jaffa cakes.
Strange.
You're telling me we don't even serve half of this stuff.
That's interesting. Now, this puzzle took me a while to figure out my first time. You can continually ask about the food orders, and he'll repeat them to you. You have to notice a pattern in them. The first food item will always start with P. The second one will always start with Q. And the third one will always start with J. Percy Quentin Jones. Yeah, I was confused about that one for quite a while, but didn't want to go online to look for a solution. But I'm so proud that I figured it out by myself. I'm a big boy. I don't need no stinking walkthrough. So, what do we do now? We could place a food order to be sent upstairs.
I'd like to place an order for some food.
Ah, of course. You get a main course, a side dish, and a dessert. What you have.
So, let's do our name. Blood
I
sausage.
think I'll try a blood sausage.
Now, remember in the second game, they said his middle name. What was it again? It was, Well, I don't know. You don't need it, but I'm trying to remember if, like, what the middle name was. You don't actually need the middle name, but it was Ben Tiberius? No, that's James Kerr's full name. Shoot, I forgot. It might not even be on here. It might not with the letter, but oh well.
On second thought, I'm not hungry right now.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'm going to check that. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I had to look it up. I had actually remembered it right before I started the video because I was thinking, I should remember that. And then I completely forgot it.
Have you got some time?
Talk is cheap. What do you want to do?
Ben Horatio Jordan.
I'd like to...
Get him in. What you have?
I wonder if that'll work.
I
Ben?
think...
But there's no age. So let's just do Jaffa
the
Cakes.
side of Jaffa.
And then no dessert, so it's just BJ. Yeah. That's too bad. That would have been awesome. Ben Horatio Jordan, if you remembered that, you should get, like, extra points.
And I'll skip the dessert, thanks.
Alright, laddie. Won't be a moment. There you are.
Thanks.
So, we now have a plate of food. Blood sausage and Jaffa Cakes. And nothing for dessert. Nice. Also, looking up that episode, I realized it's not my playlist. I need to actually put that on my playlist. But we got ourselves the key. Let's open her up. By the way, I'm in a super good mood today. Yeah, go ahead for Final Fantasy XIV, look up Titan Extreme. I just beat that guy after freaking days and hours. But look him up and see how freaking difficult that guy is, and know why I'm
Mr.
happy I
Jordan,
finally
what
beat
a
him.
pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, headache.
Only joking. I knew you would find your way up here soon enough.
Wasn't it kind of dangerous sending the key down like that? Anyone could have come up.
I would have been most impressed if anyone who was not you had managed to figure out my food code.
Aw.
Thanks, I think.
At any rate, feel free to make yourself at home. My apologies for the sparse decorations, but I had very little time to set up.
Well, I'm glad you're able to keep such high spirits during all this.
Oh, someone has to, Mr. Jordan. Otherwise, why bother carrying on?
You have no idea how often I've been asking myself that today.
Well, you were such a grump when we first met you. Yeah, freaking Titan Extreme. Yeah, notoriously the hardest boss fight in all of Final Fantasy XIV. Made worse by the fact that you have to depend on others to know what they're doing. And to do it right. It's a good question. We saw that in his other place as well. Yeah, so annoying. Yeah, just look up Titan Extreme on YouTube, on GameFAQs, all that, and just see how extremely aggravating that fight is. Anyway, enough about that. I was just very proud of myself for beating that, and I had to share it with all y'all.
You sure can land on your feet.
Adaptability is a very important skill to have. You of all people should know this.
Questions?
Percy?
Yes, Mr. Jordan?
I couldn't help but notice your decorative plate from Romania.
Ah, yes. I was hoping you would. That plate is a souvenir from a memorable trip I took there once. It was during my younger days, when I travelled through Europe.
No kidding. My grandfather did the same thing when he was young.
Yeah, we saw that picture
Yes, I know.
at the very beginning of Ben Jordan Case 7. Remember that? When we were in his room and we saw that picture of, Grandpa Jordan. Sorry. There's that, picture of Grandpa Jordan with another man. Or was he with another man? I forget. Well, there was a picture of him nonetheless.
Hold on. Are you telling me you knew my grandfather?
Yes. Arthur and I were good friends. We travelled to Romania together.
Wait, what?
How come he never mentioned you?
Oh, I wouldn't have expected him to. We had a bit of a falling out later on.
But Grandpa Arthur went to Romania in the 1920s. Were you even born then?
I'm not as young as I look, Mr. Jordan. If you'll have a seat, I can tell you about it.
Do we really have time for stories?
You have done all you can for now, and I feel this is something you should know.
Okay.
This is important.
Now then, I met your grandfather in London in the early 1920s at this very pub. A mutual interest in travel and adventure meant that we quickly became friends. We travelled many places together, and in 1926 found ourselves in a small Romanian village. This particular adventure was significant not only for your grandfather, but for you as well.
I'm listening.
I can't read that. Something Romania, 1926.
Scenic little town, isn't it?
Indeed, quite atmospheric. Did you know this is where Bram Stoker took his inspiration for Dracula? Count Vlad Tepes, the man who inspired Dracula, was supposedly born in this very town. Of course, he was better known as Vlad the Impaler.
Always a source of fascinating trivia, aren't you, Percy?
I do like to keep myself informed.
Right now, the only information I need is the location of the closest hotel. We've been traveling a long time. I'm beat.
Yes, a good night's sleep sounds wonderful.
Don't suppose you can read Romanian?
A bit, actually. But I'm sure there has to be a hotel around here somewhere. The town isn't very big.
Let's take a look around then.
And guess what? We get to control... what's his name? Ben... I saw Percy, I was about to say Percy. We get to control Ben Jordan's grandfather. And we are followed by Percy Quentin Jones, wherever we go. But he hasn't told us that. Can we touch him? Oh. Stop walking.
I don't know about you, but I'm in the mood for a good adventure.
We've certainly had no shortage of those, have we?
Hey, Percy, let's have a bull session.
Yes, Arthur?
I guess a bull session is 1920 speak for a conversation.
How are you holding up, old boy?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a hot cup of tea right now. But aside from that, all is well.
Oh, you Brits.
Any suggestions regarding our next move?
It would probably be best to find some place to spend the night.
Alright.
Better get a wiggle on.
Get
Right.
a wiggle on. Oh, okay. Oh, Dread Rambles. I accidentally picked on those. That's interesting. Yeah, it's on every door. That's weird. Well, oh. How about this door?
Care este acolo?
Good evening, sir. Pardon the intrusion, but my associate and I are new in town and just having a look around.
I see. This town hall. I am record keeper. English is not so good, but if you need...
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
We may just take you up on that offer.
But you saw what he said. But yeah, some random guy in 1920s Romania knows English. Is Osaka, Japan all over again. And Greece too, Asiana.
Nice hat.
Thank you. Your hat is nice too.
Excuse me, fella. I was hoping you could answer a few questions for me.
Yes, I do my best.
Alright. Sigiswara.
What can you tell me about the town?
Small town. Not much happen here. We are simple people. We live a simple life. Visitors come to see Castle Dracula, but not much else.
Maybe that's
They don't
why he
say.
speaks some English.
Castle Dracula.
Yes, Castle of Vlad Tepes. Inspiration for Dracula. Our town is famous for it.
I'd like to see that. I really like Dracula. Have you read it? You should.
Tell me about yourself, friend.
I am town record keeper. My job is to keep record of all births, deaths, and marriages in town. You need to find records of people in Sigisora? You come to see me. I have history of town going back to last century.
Nice.
A pretty impressive collection, I must say. Thanks for talking with me.
Goodbye.
You have to respect a town in a pre-digital age that keeps such good records like that. That's cool stuff. Well, this is obviously not the hotel. So, where is the hotel? And what is so interesting about this story that Percy felt he needed to tell us about it? Well, you just got to find out next time on Let's Play Ben Jordan Case 8. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.